Hey, welcome, in, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jeff Ingram, Ingram Enterprises, and I'm happy to introduce you to the Power of One Leadership. This presentation is level 1 introductory session. For those of you that may be interested in doing business with us, or just interested in doing better in whatever it is you're a leader at, being better, being more efficient, being more effective, whether you are in high school, whether you are in college, whether you're a mom or dad, a business owner, manager, supervisor, whatever that is, this model, this training will make you better, will help you be more efficient, more effective in what you're doing. 100% money back guarantee behind that. I'm so excited about it. Again, this is level 1. Check it out, take notes, and put it to use. And when I get through it, I'll have some information for you as well. Like if you want to move on to level 2, and level 2 is when it gets really, really exciting. But this is for level 1, and we're gonna jump right in. All right, the Power of One Leadership. All right, who am I? Those of you that may not know me, or those of you that might think you know me, that's cool too. But I consider my introduction, introduce you to the 50 shades of me. Of course, no, this ain't 50 shades right here. But these are just some of the different dimensions that make me who I am. So you see on this right side, you see the orange there. These are like my core. This is me that I had almost like nothing to do with. Well, I kind of did, but as you can see, like I'm a man, I'm a son, a brother, a husband, a father. Class clown too. Yeah, I can't help it. It's in my DNA. But also I'm a leader, an entrepreneur, motivational speaker, coach, and a mentor. And I believe that my purpose for being alive is to empower the next generation of leaders to take the stand, to be who they're supposed to be, to really be the leaders that the world is looking for them to be. Thing is like I don't believe it's just for my lifetime. But this work that we've been doing, that we've been building and establishing, is really to help for the rest of time. And so this is who I am. These are my 50 shades. Now, the thing about the 50 shades is that you've probably met me or heard about me or my organization, or you probably never have at all. But sometimes when you meet people in one of their shades, in one of their areas of what they do. For instance, like your mother met you as a baby, and my mom, I'm always her son, no matter what, which is cool for that instance of life. But in other instances of life, if I act as if just a son for the rest of my life, like that would be kind of bad. This next part, we talk about who are you? What are your 50 shades of yourself? All right, take some time to think about it and write it down. You can pause this playback if you need to, but do it. But take some time to think about who are you. What are all the different dimensions of you? It's very important. Don't be like shy or nothing like that. But write that down. Take a minute. 50 shades of whoever you are. Really, that leads right into what leadership is. Leadership is to impact and to guide and to influence. And we all have gifts. We have strengths. We have abilities within us that provide us the means to impact, guide, and influence other people. All of us do, whether you like it or not, whether somebody likes you or not. Like it's nothing that anybody can do about it. There's something that you do very well and great. And what this training is built to do, especially you move up to like level 2, 3, 4, is to help you really harness those superpowers, those powers that you have, and use them to the best of your ability. Not to do evil though, but to do good. Because us good guys will come get y'all bad guys anyway, right? But the Power of One Leadership, what's the difference between just leadership and Power of One Leadership? Power of One Leadership helps pull out maximum impact, help you do the maximum level of guidance you can, and the maximum level of influence you can have in the world. Maximum. Thing is, maximum is a big word. Maximum really to the human doesn't really exist. Like, we have infinite potential, infinite ability to do anything we want to do. It's just the point of us learning it, taking time, and really focusing on it. But what type of leader are you? And what I use to break this down is use four of the temperaments that have been studied since ancient Greece. They studied different personality types of people. If you check them out here, you have the blue one here, this choleric. And cholerics, they are most compared to lions. The extroverts, that means they respond externally to things. The way they respond to things is externally. And they are leaders, results driven, and bold. You have here on the other side, these are another extrovert. There's a sanguine. Those are compared to otters. They fun seeking, social, outgoing, life of the party. You know them type of people, class clowns. Right? You have phlegmatic. They're compared to a golden retriever. Think about that. No, I'm not calling you no dog, but just, yeah. So they're introverted, meaning they respond introspectively. They respond internally to themselves. Right? They are, the phlegmatics are loyal, peaceful, supportive. And then you have melancholy. These people consider them like beavers. They're introverted as well. They're very creative though, passionate. Geniuses, those are your brilliant people, creative artists, musicians, scientists, those type of people like that. All right. Here's some other things about the leaders, these type of leaders. The choleric lions, they're also known to be impatient, aggressive, and demanding. Otters, they are impulsive, disorganized, and sensitive. Phlegmatic, they golden retrievers, they're passive, indecisive, they fear change. They just kind of want things to be just cool, just keep everybody happy. You know, and then beavers, they're very serious, perfectionists, critical. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, have to be right. Leave me alone. So what type of leader are you? How do you impact the world right now? Let's combine like your 50 shades of you, right? Your superpower, and then the type of temperament and personality you have. These combined actually this is to tell you how you already are impacting everybody around you. There's nothing like, none of these are good or bad. It's just to define who you are. This is like a mirror for you to see who you are. And it's very cool, very important, because this will help you along the way as being the best you can be. Maximize your impact. Okay, let's keep going. All right. So the Power of One model is a simple model, 3-step model. Okay. Identify, strategize, execute. Very simple. Identify, strategize, execute. No matter who you are, no matter what personality type you have, no matter what your gifts are, no matter none of those things, identify, strategize, execute. If and when you understand and put this model into play in your life, oh my goodness, maximum impact, maximum guidance, maximum influence. Here's how it works. We'll break it down. Identify, right? Identify your identity, number one. So we already talked about your personality. What are your gifts and your talents? Your family. What kind of family did you grow up in? What's your family like? What's the culture you grew up in? How old are you? What's your gender? All those things make you who you are. Culture, age, gender, family, your gifts and talents. Write those down. I challenge you. Write that down. And don't like fudge it. Don't fake it. But this is you. Okay, it's very important to know this. Okay, level 2, we go deep into these things, and we go into like identifying culture and family background and things that make you. Are you the oldest child? Are you the middle child? Like all those kind of things. They really make you who you are, and your gender, of course, that make you who you are. But the next thing is be your goals. Okay, why are you here? Or why are you alive? Why are you in that classroom? Why are you on that job? Why are you doing whatever you're doing? What's the goal? Like, where are you going? Why are you going there? And when do you need to get there by? Like, if you haven't done this, if you don't do this on a regular basis, yeah, you probably just live life and the day just kind of flies by you and you hope that something positive happens, and at the end you like, oh man, wow, yeah, I wish I would have. Or you end up like most people every New Year's, they like they have the same resolution, like, yeah, we for real gonna do this. Or like a lot of people that I know, you know, that I love dearly, like, yeah, we're gonna do better, we're gonna do this, but they never actually take the time to go through this part. Identify some goals, man. Resources. What do you have available to you? What I mean by resources is financial resources. Yeah, that's part of it. But the other part is relationship resources. Who is around you? Who cares about you? Who's on your team? Who's your enemies? Who's around? Who's in your classroom? Who's working with you? What's that? Who are the people? What is their identity? What's their personality type? What are their temperaments? What is that stuff? What makes them who they are? What do you need? What do you need to get there? Who's coming with you? Why are they coming? So I kind of jumped ahead of that. Who's coming with you? Why are they coming? Who's coming with you? What's the identity of them? Why are they even with you? What do you guys need to meet your goals? Identify that stuff first, okay? Step 2, strategize. After you identify, then you educate. This is my favorite one. Do your research. Do your research, okay? Find out like everything you can possible about what it is you are embarking on. Whether it be passing physics, whether it be starting a company, whether it be getting married, whether it be getting promoted to manager, whatever it is. Like, do your research. Do it. It's your responsibility to do it. And then after you've done your research, like, find out who's already been there. This is where you find and connect with like a coach or a mentor, somebody that's already done what you're trying to do, and that will help you. Whether they do it directly, face to face, or it be something like we're doing right now, where you just listen to a recording and you just listen to their recorded thoughts. But it still will help you. That's how you educate yourself as well. And then practice, dude. Like, practice what you're doing. Don't just think because you read books that you got it, man. Like, I've worked with a lot of people that have had degrees in certain things but never did nothing with it. And so when it comes to real life, they have no real world application of what it is that they learn to do. So start practicing, and then practice it to master your craft. Like, become the Bruce Lee master sensei of whatever that thing is. Now the thing is, to master your craft, it takes a long time to do that, man. Actually, on average, it's been studied about 10,000 hours. So what is 10,000 hours if you're just starting? Like, what do you do then? Well, you know what? Yeah, you need to get to work and practicing. Now, the next part of that is planning. And so when you get to practicing, and this is where I want you to relax a little bit, is your planning is your step-by-step planning. You need to have a step-by-step plan. Daily, weekly, monthly, annually. You need to look at what you're doing. So you're practicing your accumulation of your 10,000 hours, quote unquote. Like, this is all in your plan. What's your goal? What are you doing every day to get closer? What are you doing every week to get closer? Every month to get closer? Are you checking in? Are you following up on yourself? Do you have, again, someone who's been there already to help you to line up with what you're planning to do? You got to plan. Like, it's the worst thing to not plan, man. It's the worst thing. And I know, because I've been a non-planner since I've become a planner, and you know, it's helped me quite a bit. And it gives you perspective on life and what's going on. Tells you how close you are, how far you are, what you need to do differently, so on and so forth. But come up with a plan. It don't even have to be complex, but something like for instance, me, every week I have a plan. My kids, I teach them every week. What is y'all plan for the week? What are you going to accomplish today? It's very simple, dude. It don't have to be complex. Just what do you want to do? Next thing, you need to communicate. Who needs to know your plan and what you're trying to do? Number one, everybody don't need to know your plan and what you're trying to do. Number one, everybody doesn't need to know. Okay? Those people that do need to know, though, those are usually like the people that's on your team with you. Those are the people that have resources or support or things that are necessary for you to get there. There are also people that are waiting for the information, that need the information that you have. Where are these people at, though? Where are they at? Are they at home? Are they on the cell phone? How do you communicate with them? Where are they? If you don't know where they are, if you don't know what their language is, how will you communicate with them? Communication is major. In level 2, like, strategize. That's like one of our deepest sessions, is when we deal with the strategizing part, because this will make or break you. Hey, but what's their language? If you do not speak the same language as someone you try to communicate with, whether it be like English to English or French to French, or just the means of communication, like if they communicate via text message and you sending emails, like, your communication didn't happen. To communicate is to transfer an idea from my mind to your mind. So to transfer an idea from one place to another place, from one mind to another mind. If you don't speak that language, dude, you have an issue. And the last part of communicating is, are they even ready? Are they prepared? Because if they're not prepared, Then you go back here to your planning stage, and how you communicate with them will be affected by that, because you need to communicate with them based on where they are. There are so many of my clients and friends that I know of, people that I've looked up to, and watched throughout the years of my life, 15 years of my career as a leader in business and organizational leadership and things like that, dude, they don't even prepare the people that they communicating with, and get mad because the people don't understand. Dude, you're not speaking their language and you didn't prepare them. Okay? So, execute. Begin. Jump, dude. Get out the boat. Like, you gotta get started, man. It doesn't matter. You have the best plan, best business plan in the world, best strategy, everything. You gotta begin. And just a personal thing, even recording this right now for you, I had a personal struggle with jumping, with beginning. Like, I sat and I know I have all the stuff ready. I just need to do it. But it was just some kind of something that was like, I don't know, man. It would prevent you from starting, and that's the worst thing ever, man. So whatever it is, you got to push through and jump through and jump. Okay. Once you jump, yes, deal with fear, or deal with fear. Fear is gonna be there. Fear is nothing wrong with fear. Fear will paralyze you though, and I think that was part of what caused me to even hesitate in doing this for so long. There's a lot of people been asking for it, and I'm like, yeah, man, I got it. But just a lot of things. Oh, I want it to look like this and this and that and this. Like, fear is crazy, but it will paralyze you. So understand how to conquer fear, all right? And the way to conquer fear is with faith, and faith in the positive, not faith in the negative. Fear is faith in the negative. Faith is concrete confidence in something that don't exist. It's hope and confidence in something that does not exist yet. And you have got to have faith. You have had to believe that you are here to make an impact in this world. You have to believe without a shadow of a doubt in your mind that the ideas that you have, the goal that you're set to accomplish is attainable, that you can do it, that you're worthy of it, that you will do. Like, faith in yourself. Faith in God, that He put the ability inside of you to do it. And then you begin. All right. After you do that, review. After you jumped, review. What happened? Something always happened, right? And I put a little tag note. I won't put that in there in this, but in level 2, we talk about how plan A never works, right? Your first plan usually never works unless it's like a very, very, very small plan, and then, yeah, it worked. But usually, your initial plan, the way you thought things were going to be, it doesn't happen. So, in the review phase of it, you look at what worked, what didn't, what's next. The things that worked, great. Write that stuff down. The stuff that didn't work, great. Write that stuff down. Then you figure out what's next, man. What do you do next? In response phase, A, you either level up. Those of you that play video games like I did growing up and know about that life, like, once you get through one stage, once you accumulate so much experience, then you move up to the next level. You're stronger, you get a little bit more abilities and things like that. All right. Either A, in your response, you always level up. Always. Once you review and look at something you've done, you have now become stronger, wiser, better. Just the fact that you've looked back upon it, especially if you follow these steps like we drew them out here. Right? You automatically level up. Now, after you level up, what do? Do you shut it down? Do you just stop like, well, that was good. That was a good run while it lasted? Or do you repeat? Do you go again for round 2 and you go to work better or get closer towards your goal? Usually, in a big goal, big vision, repeating is always the end thing. Like it's never over until it's like over. A lot of times when we try to accomplish a goal, and we usually have very high standards, high expectations of ourselves, and realistically, dude, that is not what it is, man. It's usually never comes out like that the first go round. Some people, like, they do it, and that's great for them. But for the rest of us, like, dog, you got to go back to the drawing board again and do it again. Go back for round 2. We'll see y'all next year. We'll see y'all next week. We'll see y'all tomorrow. And whatever that is that you're trying to accomplish. But repeating isn't bad. The purpose of this plan, and this is where the cycle goes, is because You go back to identifying after here. So after you respond and you decide to repeat, then you go back to identify again. Identify, strategize, execute. Identify what you're trying to do. What's your goal this time? Was your goal the same thing as it was before? We'll go back. Right? Was your goal the same thing? Why are you here this time? Are you trying to prove something? Are you trying to do better? Like, where are you going? Like, all did you start this all over again? And each time you do this, you level up. Ain't that amazing? It's very simple. 3 steps. That's the whole motto. Identify, strategize, execute. Right? Follow these 3 steps. Now, as for you, like, what's next? Congratulations. You have successfully completed level 1 of Power 1 Leadership Training. Yay for you. Alright? Do you want to continue though to level 2? Was that cool for you? Was that stimulating? Like, yeah, that was great. Are you gonna run and go conquer the world right now? Awesome, go run and conquer the world. If you would like a little more in depth, not just a little more, but a lot more in depth to each of these phases: the identify phase, strategize phase, execution phase. We would love for you to work with us. The Power of One is a coaching model that we've used, again, like I said, to train corporate teams, youth teams, youth leadership teams in both church settings, corporate settings, community settings. The Power One model is one that can be used anywhere. And if you are a leader, if you are someone that's aspiring to be a leader, and you believe that this is some awesome stuff and that it can help you get to the next level, dude, go follow me right now. Go right now. See? Jeff Ingram. Follow me now. Follow me now. Like, not Miss Cleo, but she said call me now. I say follow me now. Right? Then you go to our website, jeffingram.net, and click the Power of One link. That's all you need to do. Click that link. Get your information, and I'll plug you into the weekly check-ins that we do. If you would like more information about how to have your personal support, personal coaching sessions, we have a 9-week training course where we dig into all these, where you get in one-on-one sessions with me, and you could walk you through it every week. Planning process, the strategy, like I said, everything. You get all of it at a pace that you can take it. I would love to work with you. I would love to help you and your team. I would love to come to your church or your school or your university or your business and help introduce this stuff in a way, in a context that will help take you and your team in the area that you're supposed to impact to the next level. Thank you so much for your time. I'm Jeff Ingram, signing out.